End of year ritual. So, as we're getting close to the end of the year, what I really would like to bring in is the celebration of what you've become this year. And that celebration can be even what you've done, your realization of where you want to go. So, what I would love to do is open up the space for you to celebrate and to not feel like you're escaping or running from your past, but really acknowledging what great things you did this year. And as I say, that could be even something that you realize that I want to change in my life, could be also a very positive thing. So you're not going as a victim. And what I know myself, even from the webinars, each of the webinars was very, very potent for me and brought in new levels of consciousness, new connection with the divine feminine, divine masculine. I had not realized there was so many different wounds with the feminine and the masculine as these fields opened up their immense fields. So I really feel grateful that we went through those fields. I feel really grateful as well with the connection of unity with the ancestors, with the roots, the connection with the ancestors in a new way. Um, Safety, harmony. There was so many different aspects through all the webinars that brought in different levels of consciousness. And for me, when a level of consciousness drops in, it's very important for me to really sit with that result and allow it to complete in my system. What I mean by that is to drop into my being, to drop all the way through my field. So, we've been programmed very much in consumerism is to next, next, next. But for me, it's to really allow the result to drop deep into my system. And there's been so many results this year in the last year, especially in the last few months, that have come in that we may have not spent enough time to acknowledge that we've done really well. And then when you bring the result down into your whole being, into your roots, into your vibrational field, it's to open that up within your cells and then to really allow it to share that with the ancestors. So they also can acknowledge the results and then acknowledge what you did for them as they did for us. So this really embodies the results you got. And it means that everything you do, every small step you do has a consequence in the system. And for change, before you go into the new year, for me, it's really important to bring this energy of I've done well, I'm grateful, I accept the result, I honor the result, it's complete in the system, I'm on another level of consciousness, and I'm excited because of this new level of consciousness, because of this new result I have in my system, that I'm not checking to see if it's gone, is it gone, is it gone, that I'm celebrating, but also moving into the new year with a new level of consciousness and the courage to step into something new. So in this webinar, I invite you before entering the field to really reflect. Maybe, if you were part of the webinars, because the webinars were really very deep in the last year. They always are, but this year was really, really strong webinars that really gave us food for change and transformed a lot of systems. So before moving into the new year, I'd say maybe reflect on the webinars you've done and just go into the energy of what results you got in each one and write them down, feel them, bring them into your consciousness, bring them up in your system, and allow that result to travel through your whole vibrational field. And then in the webinar, I will support you to bring it even stronger. So it's almost like you are that result and you've embodied the result truly. And then we can celebrate that with the ancestors. So in this ritual, it's really honoring what you've done, where you're at, what you've received, the gratitude, the completion of a cycle. For me, it's very important not to leave the door open, like to complete the cycle and honor that I've completed the cycle. And then honor that I'm in a new frequency, a new level of consciousness. So I would invite you to, before moving into the new year, to really write down what results you got and make them conscious and feel them in your system, and then bring them up in the webinar, and we will complete those cycles till they're locked in the system, that you don't go back, that the systems are complete, and you move forward then in the next set of webinars about the new year, opening up the new year. But before opening the new year, let's really honor so many results we got this year, and changes in our lives. And we are not the same people. You know, our time at the moment is moving very, very fast, and the field is very, very transformational at the moment, and it's been speeding up. So we have huge results. So before we move it on, let's honor where we're at. Let's honor we have become that result, that frequency, that level of consciousness. We've completed that cycle. We've released that contract on soul level, and we're calling in our new soul experiences and setting those people free in our lives. So I'm going to go very detailed into this in this webinar and support you to do this ritual. So I look forward to supporting you and going deeper into the system of results till you become that frequency. So you're radiating the result and attracting these new frequencies, new energies, new opportunities to you before we move into the next cycle. Thank you, everyone. Wishing you all a Merry Christmas and beautiful time with your family too. And this will really embody the result for everyone in the system, because you're doing this work with your ancestors and your future ancestors. Have a beautiful, beautiful holiday. Thank you.